Bill Walton passed recently from the sea monster, and ESPN made a post about it.
Yeah.
And you had pretty controversial comment underneath the post.
Yeah, I commented that people don't die from the sea monster. They die from the treatment of the sea monster. And still put a rest in peace, Bill Walton.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it didn't go over too well.
Really?
It got like 700 likes. So there were people that were like, yup, he's right. But the people that disagree, who are, medicalized, they were pretty upset.
Mm.
And the reason why, in most cases, is because they have someone close to them that died from a sea monster.
Yeah. Or they're going through it themselves.
So it's such a controversial topic. And, I've said this before. I don't like to exploit celebrity deaths or celebrity illnesses. But as a world teacher at this point, because of social media, you almost have to use these as teachable moments. So I took the opportunity to say that. And there was this one gentleman who jumped over to the Dr. Reese page.
I saw that, yeah.
You saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said some things like you need to have the doctor name taken out of your title and blah, 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 blah. And then he got attacked by our people pretty ferociously because they're all like, what are you doing? Why are you here? It's a sensitive topic. But it's a topic I will explain more in my next book when I write the medical monopoly book, which is in the process. But I want to get into the sea monster more.
Yeah.
You're pretty safe doing it in a book versus social media or whatnot. But the thing that people don't understand is because the sea monster was promoted in a certain way, which is why we call it the sea monster, it was promoted as a monster.
Yeah.
So because it was promoted as a monster, people are very scared of it. One of the big hashtags of the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years is F cancer, right?
Yeah.
People literally think that it's just like a virus.
Yeah.
They think it's like this thing that just happens, and it's not true.
You can't run away from it. You gotta, once you get it, it's like your life is over type of thing.
Right. It comes from free radical damage, which is going to come from the poor four foods and or the poor four toxins.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a freak breathing incident, like with asbestos or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Free radicals can get in and cause damage. But the body automatically is trying to neutralize it.
It's always trying to neutralize sea monster, even like...
Always.
So sea monster is technically always in our body.
Dude, I know someone who just had a tumor. Okay? Of course, the medical monopoly scared them into getting surgery to remove the tumor. They removed the tumor, and they found the sea monster at the center of the tumor, and the rest of it was dead. So to them, it's like, oh, good news. We got it out and blah, blah, blah. And, there was only a few cancer cells in the middle, so you were good. if you asked this person, what were your symptoms? He would say, I didn't have any symptoms. They just found it. The body was neutralizing it. The body was reversing.
Yeah.
Why else would most of it be dead? So what I've been saying for a while, even on this podcast, is everyone gets a sea monster. See, someone out there just went because they're so scared of it. Your body regenerates. That's what it does. So, Bill Walton more than likely got a treatment from the medical monopoly.
Yeah.
And passed away after the treatment. Levi, would you be able to check out what kind of sea monster Bill Walton had? Because they didn't say. They didn't say what kind. But isn't it interesting that when OJ passed away, they kept slamming it home. Prostate, 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 prostate. When Suzanne Summers passed away, they kept banging it home. Breast, 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 breast. Because breast and prostate are huge revenue streams. But nobody's going to report sea monster of the bones or sea monster of the brain. What do you got, Levi?
Yeah, it was the colon sea monster.
Colon. And did he have treatment? Is it there?
I was reading through a little bit, but it just says that he passed away with his family around him.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
What's so frustrating with this whole situation is that with the medical monopoly and their approach to the sea monster, really any like severe chronic disease, they'll just give enough tests and enough medications to get them right back on the train track and going down that same road that got them there in the first place. It makes no sense. It's like if all of what you're doing in your life got you to the point where you're having sea monster, then why would you want to do everything in your power to get back on that same road again?
Right.
And they don't do anything to like veer these people off that path. They say, yeah, you can go back, do your fast food. They got fast food places in the hospital.
Yeah. And junk food machines, vending machines with soda and chips.
They're drinking it too. I remember I was in the doctor's office. One of the doctors came in with NOS energy drink. You think I'm going to listen to you?
Right.
I heard those companies that own the vending machines actually partner up with I'm not sure if it's the pharmaceutical companies or the hospitals themselves.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't doubt it. Bill Walton needed to get off the poor four foods. He needed to cleanse the colon. He needed to get on the 90 essential nutrients. He needed to get on extra soft tissue nutrients. He needed to do some postural alignment therapy. And his body would have done the work.
I believe it.
But people get so scared. They go to the specialist and boom, they're dragged down that dark road. It's going to lead with death. Now, here's where people get triggered. Because there's someone watching this or listening to this right now that has a relative or a loved one that they feel is still alive because of the treatment. The statistics say that most people don't survive 5 years after treatment. And hardly anyone survives after 10 years. So there might be some rare cases out there where they do get the treatment and they survive 20 years. But it's so rare. And more than likely, those people change their lives. They change what they're eating and whatnot. They didn't go back to soda and chips.
What's considered being in remission with cancer? Do we know off the top of our head?
It's like they're not finding any cells that have sea monster in it.
So is it at that point, or is it like, it would have to be like a couple of years? Like you have to be like,
Yeah, remission is such a,
it's a dumb, yeah.
it's one of the more idiotic terms. And they don't use it for just sea monster. They'll use it for lupus. They'll use it for all sorts of different things.
Yeah, you're in remission. It's like almost like it's dormant. It's like
right,
you're
it's
waiting.
there. The monster's there, and it can peek its head out at any time.
So get your test. Yeah.
It's fear mongering at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I get attacked every day. And one of the reasons why is because of this so-called dangerous narrative that I'm giving, which is don't go to the medical monopoly unless you have a medical emergency, broken bones and whatnot, bad infections and whatnot, because that's all they got.
Yeah.
They're specialists in broken bones, torn muscles, and infections. What else is there? So this scares people. This makes people think I'm dangerous. Wow, how could he say that? And then they say, but if you don't find it, you can't do nothing about it. They say that's why you need scans. You got to find it. They think this is preventative. It's not preventative. That's not prevention, that's detection. And what I'm saying is they're coming at it from the wrong perspective. They're not putting the right context on it. If your body knows what it's doing, then why would you need it to be found?
Mm-hmm.
There's someone watching this right now that has sea monster and doesn't even know it. And if they don't go get checked and they just do their best to get healthy from head to toe, the so-called sea monster will disappear on its own. You don't even know that you had it, and you don't even know that it reversed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like getting a cold. It's like there's so much going on with your body that you don't know. One day you could wake up and just feel a little sluggish. Oh, I feel sluggish. Oh, the second day you're sluggish. Third day you're sluggish. The fourth day you're fine. Fifth day you're fine. Sixth day you're fine. You're like, but everyone just moves on with their life. But they don't sit there and observe and be like, wow, I was sluggish for 3 days. Maybe I had the sea monster.
Could be, yeah.
And maybe I caught a bacteria or something, but my body was going through something. Instead, the medical monopoly promotes it as a monster, and it scares the snot out of everyone. And because of that fear, and because of the promotion, they go down the dark road.
Mm.
And they end up on the carousel of frustration. So why would someone who actually gets the medical treatment live 20 years, which again is very, very rare? Probably because their body nipped it in the bud.
Yeah.
The body knows what it's doing. The body is intelligently, divinely designed to heal. And so what we do in our program is we just give it what it needs, and it does its work.
Jumpstart your head-to-toe healing journey with the Dr. Reese book trilogy. Peace Over Pain is the cult classic that explains how head-to-toe healing works and how the medical monopoly doesn't. Reverse the Cause lays out the root causes to over 60 chronic conditions. And Dinner with Dr. Reese is a unique cookbook that contains 100 recipes without the destructive poor 4 foods. Together, all 3 books set you on a path to head-to-toe healing. Get yours today on Amazon, Audible, or peaceoverpain.com. Also, if you'd like to ask a question, tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Dr. Reese Live.